Hi, I'm Tiffany Matthews, the patient guardian, and I'm founder and CEO of LBB Healthcare Advocacy. I wanted to talk to you today about some things in healthcare that frankly piss me off. There are a lot of different things that we could talk about. The way patients are treated, the astronomical cost of everything involved, or how the government spends $3.2 trillion annually on healthcare, which comes out to about $10,000 per person. And Britain spends 1/3 of that and has better outcomes than we do for their patients. Obviously, throwing more money at the problem is not the solution in giving people the best healthcare possible. What I believe is that patients and caregivers should have the power that they need. But a lot of patients and caregivers are not aware of the power that they have. Or if they do feel they have it, it kind of goes out of the window when your butt's exposed in that little cloth thing they put on you. Those are terrible. But you do have options and you do have power as a patient or caregiver. You just do. I want to be the one to help you discover your power and discover how you can use it to the best of your ability and get the health care that you deserve. The health care that you pay an arm and a leg for through premiums, through deductibles, through co-pays. Co-pay is just a ticket to get into the office. It doesn't go against your deductible or anything like that. It's just the cover charge. How stupid is that? Since when do you need a cover charge to see a doctor? Anyway, I wanted to come to you and discuss some things that kind of make me angry about the healthcare system so that you can get an understanding of it and possibly identify with, some things that may make you upset or angry. For one, insurance companies. There has to be a cap on premiums. There has to be some sort of regulation, which, from my understanding, there's not a whole lot when it comes to profits for insurance companies. But we're people, we're human, we're all out here, and we struggle with things, financially at times. Some people do, struggle. Some people are fortunate enough not to have to. So if I'm paying my money for something, it's something that I believe in. It's something that I know I'm going to get a benefit from. Many people, but you have to know what you're speaking about, because many people don't get the benefit from healthcare that they need. Have you ever walked out of a doctor's office saying, "Huh? What happened?" Or it was too much information, so you just shut down. Or a doctor spoke to you with that doctor medicalese type language where, "Oh, well, you have 52 contusions. It's a bruise. Just tell me it's a bruise and not a contusion. Speak to me on my level. I have a couple of degrees, but I don't understand that doctor speak." You can actually speak up and say, "Hey, that's making me mad. Speak to me in a way that I understand." It doesn't make you look dumb. You just didn't go to medical school. Neither did I. I don't get that stuff, and I'm an advocate, for God's sake. As far as spending, there are a lot of ways that you can lower your healthcare costs, but it takes effort like anything else. So when you do it, you have to learn a new skill. You kind of have to change your behaviors a little bit in order to save on healthcare, and it's outrageously crazy cost. But it can be done. You can learn, and you can figure out the things that you need to do to have the best healthcare experience possible. And I'm determined to help you. If I don't help you, find another advocate that can, especially if you're in a healthcare crisis, especially if there's a new diagnosis involved or you were just thrust into caregiving. Get help that you need. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid. It's out there. There are people like me out there that want to help you, that, have the knowledge and the experience and the inside of healthcare knowledge, so to speak, to assist you in getting what you need. Another thing makes me mad. Why are we spending $3.2 trillion annually? Now, the costs, they're subject to different stats and different things like that. But from what I understand, the latest cost is $3.2 trillion. 1/3 of that is waste. Waste. That's like having $3 and just one flying out the window and you're all right with that. Not me. I'm sorry. Money is difficult to come by, and I have to take care of mine effectively. Part of being a powerful patient partner, which is what we create at LBB, powerful patient partners, is understanding that your money is valuable. And you need a return on your investment of insurance, deductibles, co-pays, premiums. You need a return on that. And you need to make sure that you advocate for that return. That is part of becoming a powerful patient partner. You want the best care. You want the best delivery. Sometimes you're not going to get it, but you need to demand it and make sure that you're getting what you need out of your healthcare journey. It's yours. You only get, your health is your biggest treasure, and you only get one person. Wrong phrase. Your healthcare is your biggest treasure. So make it so that you treat it that way when you go to a doctor's appointment, a procedure, a hospital stay. When you're involved with any of those, make it so you get a return on your investment, because bottom line, you're a customer in healthcare. Patient, yes, but customer, definitely. So another thing that makes me upset is the lack of care coordination in healthcare for patients. And when I say care coordination, I mean that your primary doctor has spoken to your specialist about, your disease and what you need. And the communication is there and open between doctors or nurses or physical therapists or any other or counselors, any other kind of healthcare provider that you have. Patients are responsible for that now. You can't just leave it in the hands of your doctor and think that it's going to be done. Now, don't get me wrong. There are doctors out here who do what they must do, but some don't. And you can't rely on that. You must be able to do that kind of thing for yourself and keep all of your providers on the same page. This is how you can maximize your care. Everyone knows everything about you. Everyone knows that this is going on and that is going on, and that, those factors may affect your health. It is your job as a patient or caregiver to make sure that everyone on the patient's healthcare team is aware of everything that is going on. New medications, new tests, new procedures, new anything, everything. Patients, I need you to hear me, and caregivers. You have power. You have to learn it. You need to learn how to use it. And I'm here to help you. I've dedicated my career to it. So make sure that you get the best health care out there by standing up and speaking up. I'm not asking you to ask for a filet mignon when you get your blood work taken. Of course, that's unreasonable. But what is reasonable is making sure that the healthcare that is delivered to you is in a way that you understand, in a way that's not disrespectful, and in a way that shows you a return on your investment. So just a few little rants out of me, things that patients need to know about, It's time for patients to disrupt healthcare because no one's doing it on their behalf. And I can help any way I can. Thanks. This is Tiffany, the patient guardian, and I'll be here to let you further know things about healthcare advocacy and your patient power. Take care.